Well, we initially came here to see Isabel's Christmas tableau. So we were just an audience member watching the tableau that was going on. And it kind of was, we had started from there because we thought the church was really cool. Honestly, I have no knowledge really of the Catholic faith. I mean, I know you kneel and I know you have a rosary and you do the sign of the cross, but that's probably the top max of what I know about being Catholic. We kept coming back. She had a spring concert and then the Christmas tableau again. And then our daughter was talking about she was going to join the church and was going through that process. And then he was saying, hey, what do you think? You know, I mean, we've hit up just about every religion you can think of. So never really found the spot. Do you know what I mean? The place to call home. So we signed up for the RCIA, and so we started our journey that way.
The structure of the church appealed to me. And it's funny, whenever we would find a church, Roxanne would say, you go, and if you're interested, I'll come along too. Because if you're not interested, I'm not going. And we would go to churches, we would put everything into it, and it's just like it was, as long as you were giving something, they were interested, but when you couldn't give anything, they weren't interested. So, but this is where we've felt at home.
We just got drawn in coming to the different things, events that the school would have here, and we really like the people. I really wanted to find a place to call home in a church, and we just were not finding it. So it's, if he goes and he's good with it, then I'm good with it, and I'll follow.
I'm glad that the Catholic faith, Roman Catholic faith, is that rock, that institution that is unwavering. It's here. It's
just ironic. Some of the stuff we're learning through RCIA, I'm like going, I was totally cheated in my faith life, because there's so much stuff here that as a Lutheran, as a Methodist, as a Baptist, as a Mennonite, you don't get that stuff.
I was raised in the Methodist church up in Sunbury, Pennsylvania. And when we moved to Lancaster 25 years ago, I think, something like that, I started going around to different Methodist churches to try and find one that felt right. None of them did. We enrolled Haley in the preschool here at Sacred Heart. And this preschool director, Linda Simpson, said, you know, maybe you'd like to come to Mass sometime for Haley's sake. So I came to Mass. The first time I came here, it was like I found a new home. I felt like I was supposed to be here. I just felt this is right and this is where I should come. So that's what I did. Haley is the reason that we're here.
I like that the people are nice there.
I attended Mass for almost a full year here. Well, a little over a year, actually. And then I went into the RCIA program. Next thing I knew, I was being trained as an extraordinary minister and a lector. So now I do my volunteering for Haley, for the school, as a lector or extraordinary minister.
Well, my journey kind of follows hers. And like she said, we came down here, we really couldn't find a church that we liked. I mean, just nothing felt, when we walked in, it just didn't feel like home, I guess you could say. And then, like she said, we started Haley in preschool. And I started getting involved in the school, and then this is after she was here, I started coming to Mass. And as soon as I walked in, it felt like home here.
I think it was the warmth of the church.
Yeah.
And the people. But I am so glad that we are having Mass in person.
Yeah.
I mean, there are so many churches that are still not holding services.
I think I've come a little closer to Christ than I was. as far as my journey, it's been a long journey, and like I said, I've learned quite a bit through it. As far as my religion, I think it has enhanced my religion.
And watching everybody else take part in Eucharist, to finally be able to do it, I felt such a fullness in my heart for it. And I think being a lector and an extraordinary minister, that just brings me closer to Christ.